Greetings, metal community, and yes, finally the metal tag. Been postponing this for several weeks. Just watched a lot of you know videos, metal tag videos, and got a little bit burnt out on them. There was a lot of cool videos, but when you watch like I don't know 20 plus videos like that, you need a break from it. So but here I am, gonna do my take on it. If you want to watch it, it's nice. If not, totally understand it. But yeah, in the background we are listening to Corpse Cest, Succumb to Rot. Excellent album. If you're into death metal, yeah, I'm just gonna go right into it. No, you know what the deal is. So anticipate the number one that anticipating or most anticipating album for this year. I would say Havok Rune with Tavasland would be one of my, the ones that I'm looking mostly forward to, and also Rotadas is from Hungary, is doing a new album coming out pretty soon. I also know that Consecration is in studio recording an album, so there's 3 for you there. Show the 25th item in your collection. I just went with the vinyl, and it's a picture disc, and that's Absu with Tara. Pretty cool looking. I do have several other vinyl. I could have used this for a later question, but I picked something else. So number 3, Overdue. Name a older band that you checked out for the first time this year or 2024. And for me, I've seen this band name around, but I never checked it out, and that's Ruthless with the Metal Without Mercy. This is a compilation with the EP and some demo tracks. Killer heavy metal with scruffy vocals, a little bit early. This came out in the EP, I think, was 84, and the demo's in from 82. So early 80s heavy metal with scruffy voice, great guitar work, great sound as well on this one. So if you haven't checked it out, go and do so. It's absolutely a banger. And that's coming from a guy who hardly listens to heavy metal anymore. But number 4, Feeding the Monkey. How do you buy your music? For me, at least 50 or 60% of the stuff I buy is through Duplicate Records in Norway. He does have a great distro and get in a lot of the stuff that I want. But I also shop once or twice with High Roller, same with Season of Mist. Just kind of wait till they have enough items because the shipping's a little bit high. We have some kind of chains in Norway as well. If they do a sale, I'll buy there. But Duplicate Records, and next up is kind of Discogs. I use Discogs a lot. I do like shopping there, but there's various opinion about that. I do not use eBay anymore because I think they suck. But that's just me. And also can't stand Amazon for various reasons, so don't use them anymore. Did use them like 10 years ago or something, but just not a company I want to support. So that's number 5. Show an album or a metal release that is hard to place in genres, and you could have picked a lot of albums. I went with this. This was a very early confusing album, and that's is Vebuens, and the title of this album is Written in Waters. I could have pulled out the original CD, but vinyl looks better. This is a great 3-issue by Soul Seller Records. Yeah, back then we kind of looped them in with black metal because there was black metal dudes playing something weird. It's progressive, it's avant-garde, it's kind of theatrical, very weird album, but I fucking love it. I loved it when it came out, and I still love this album. I think it's a very unique album, and back then it was super unique, and I was all over it. But what to call this. You know, it's not black metal, pure black metal, but a lot of progressive elements and avant-garde, I said, a little bit theatrical, and you know, it's a very, very cool, and like rhythm-wise also is very all over the place, so a very cool album. Yeah, number 6. Show an album that you used to hate but now love. I didn't used to hate, or I don't like the band. I still don't think the band is fantastic. A lot of people love this band, but I picked up a couple albums to force myself to listen to them, and but this was the only one that's kind of I do like, and that's Dimension Hatress Voivod. I still don't like this band overall. Tried many times, but this album finally clicked with me, and I think this is a great album. I need to try a couple of more, but you know, I picked up Roar among the others, and that was fucking boring. But yeah. So I know a lot of people love this band. I don't love the band, but I do like this album, and so at least one of them. Impulse, show an album you blind bought last year. This was not blind bought. I saw Mattox Deep Shadows down in Australia show the demo for this band. And when I was hunting down the demo, I saw that they had an album coming out, so I just pre-ordered it, and that's Illvilje, Der Nordavinden danser, or Where the North Wind Dance. Illvilje sounds, it's kind of translated to ill will, if you want to do that. But fucking great atmospheric black metal, grim atmospheric black metal, great kind of melody lines and all that good stuff. Pretty raw production on it, but not too raw. The demo was kind of in the borderline for me, but yeah. So I blind bought it. I trusted that, you know, Matt did know what he was talking about, and he sure did. So very cool to discover a Norwegian band by watching a channel in Australia. That's awesome. That's why we love this community. And then 8, Collector Scum, an album you have more than one pressing from. I was thinking first of showing Enchantment, but since Sean the Beast showed his bunch of the same vinyl, I couldn't do the same. I could have shown Tara because I do have several, but I went with this one, and that's Atheist, Piece of Time, Picture Disc. Then I have the reissued vinyl, which sounds pretty good. And of course the original vinyl out on Active Records with this annoying sticker that I glued onto the... But yeah, the cover is near mint, but the vinyl is well played. So yeah, I do also have a couple of CD versions of this, so in total this is one of my albums that I have the most like in total. But as I said, you know, Sean the Beast stole my first pick there, but yeah. Number 9, show a grail you picked up in 2024. I don't know if I would call this a grail, but it was one that I had on my wish list for a long time, and it's not long ago I showed it on an update. But this is Anesthesia from Belgium, I think, on the 5th season. This is their second album from 96 or something like that. Death thrash, no, 98. The first one was 94 or something like that. But the first one is a little bit better, but I also wanted to pick up this one. It have never been reissued, and the prices have been too high for it, but I found a good copy for a okay price. It was still way more than I like to pay, but Yeah, I just wanted to get it off my want list because it doesn't look like this will be reissued. But probably now when I bought it, it will be reissued on vinyl and all that good stuff. But yeah. So, number 10, I played to the VCLT gods. You know, a grail that I'm missing in my collection. There's not many albums that I kind of miss, and those I miss is so damn expensive that it won't happen. But I would love the first Anthropomorphia album called Pure, that has a picture of a downstairs of a woman part, and also Steel, Don Swanner's single with Heavy Metal Machine would have been awesome to get. There won't be a reissue of Steel, at least as I know. Anthropomorphia, don't think so either, but it would be cool to have those two albums. Boomerang album, an album that you get rid of and get back. I don't have that problem, but I do have a problem that sometimes I order an album more than once and also more than twice, and this album is actually, I don't know why I ended up with one vinyl and three CD version of Sacrosanct's Tragic Intense. I don't know why. I mean, if somebody wants this, just give me a shout. As I said, I knew I had a CD when I bought it vinyl, but somehow I have ended up with 3 CDs as well, so that's kind of just, yeah. If you don't get your stuff into Discogs, you're kind of fucked when you have a big collection like me. But yeah, good album. This is a thrash metal band from the Netherlands, I think. You know, the first song here is awesome, but the rest of the band, they kind of gone more towards groove metal in a way on this album, I would say. But yeah, this is an Vic Records reissue. So yeah, that's my. It's not a Boomerang album, but if I get rid of stuff, I won't get them back again. 12, Reunion, name a band that you lost track of and reconnected with in 2024. This band I just heard briefly back in the days and kind of forgot all about it, but then I saw the reissues were coming, so this is Veni Domine with Material Sanctuary. The 2 first albums by this band is fucking awesome. This is kind of if Candlemass and Queensryche got together and made a band, it would probably sound something like this. Excellent kind of doom, heavy power metal-ish. So yeah, very, very good album, and both of them, and awesome that these guys were reissued. Otherwise, I would probably not revisit this band at all. As I said, I remember the video from it and everything, but like I never saw this around back in the day, so it was very cool to get a hold of that one. As said, it is the 2 first albums for me. The rest of the stuff I don't know. So yeah. Then we have Upstart. Name a new band that debut album really impressed you. I have picked up 2 because both of them are fucking awesome. I've seen this been shown, but Operation with Demonolatry. Just a fucking brilliant, you know, old death metal worship. Morbid Angel demo, I would say, are kind of what you get. But yeah, just a fucking killer death metal album. I don't know how many times I played this last year, but one of my most played albums last year. But I will also shout out these guys because they had done nothing before this one, and that's Extorted with Cognitive Dissonance. Excellent technical death thrash from New Zealand. I know the people have gotten their eyes up for this one, but it's kind of hard to get, and somebody get this on vinyl, please. Now, So yeah, Aberration and Extorted, they were my two tops pick for this year when it came to, death metal, thrash metal. Influencer Showa release, you picked up direct results of watching YouTube channels. That was pretty easy because I saw a bunch of people show this album, and that's Pestilential Shadows, Devil's Hammer, probably, Simon, Explosive Action, Shaun the Beast, Liam, Death Doom, Metalhead, pretty sure Mattox Deep Shadow showed it as well, and several others. So this was the album that the channels I watched were the album that most people showed last year. So I picked it up just because of that, or checked it out just because I saw a lot of people praising this, and it's a very good black metal album and awesome cover art. Yeah, number 15, show a great album with bad cover, and this was, again, Shaun the Beast took the 8 ball. I think it was him that showed that Snow White shit, but I have one that is worse, and this is Drowned Doulas Becus. Yeah, this is a excellent death metal album. It doesn't really look like that. You can hardly see anything, hardly see the title or the band name, but this album is fucking ace. I think this was released 14 or something. I think there was 10 years between that and the album they released last year, but killer death metal from Germany, but terrible cover. The new one is slightly better, but yeah. When you go to a store and flip through your records, you won't pick this up and listen to it because it looks like some ambient stuff or whatever. But excellent album. 16, show an album whose cover art has been created by your favorite artists. One of my favorite the last 10 years has been Mr. Lewandowski, and this is Atramentum with Atramentus, maybe. I don't remember. Yeah, just fucking awesome artwork. I always, Atramentus, always fuck up when I try to read this logo, my mind goes blank. But yeah, I just love these majestic pieces with always a small figure against big, landscapes or other big persons. I just love the contrasts of his album, and great Funeral Doom album as well. So pretty fitting for the album. 17, name an album you would like to see reissued on vinyl, or reissued, of course, on vinyl. This one, Ripping Corpse, Dreaming with the Dead. Don't see that happening. I think the band wants too much money for it, but yeah. And of course, these two bad boys, Flesh Crawl, Impurity, and Descend into the Absurd. I know Brazilian label has reissued this on CD. You can of course find them on Russian Boots, but these are the original that I picked up back in the days. So I'm kind of happy with that, but I would love to get these albums out on yeah, maybe a Dance Swanner remix as well. Had been fucking awesome, but it doesn't seem like the band wants these two albums out there, so I don't know. Name an album from a genre you typically don't listen to. I went with Vadruna. This is Runalud Ragnarok. Yeah, this is kind of the traditional or Viking instruments, as they kind of think some of the Vikings instruments could have been sounded like. Vadruna is one of the very few bands in this genre that I listen to, because this kind of hits the heart the right way. There's a lot of bands doing this, but for me there's nobody close to Vadruna. with this type of music, and it is, as I said, not a music style that I really like, but there's something with this band that just get me excited at least. So and that's not easy when it comes to stuff that I don't listen to. Number 19, name a band or you hope to see live or would like to see live. I would love to see Dark Angel, but I don't see that happening this year at least. Also would like to see Forbidden. I know also that Sadistic Intent are playing with Aberration in Oslo, but I think it's a Monday. I would try to get down there and see that one. And also Ulcerate is going to play in Oslo in May. So those bands I would love to see, but kind of in the wrong time for me regarding work and stuff like that. So yeah, but you never know. I might just take a drive down and see the show and drive back home at night. I don't know. We will see. Yeah, last one, 20. Tell your viewers about new YouTube channels, or just 2 YouTube channels in general. I will shout out Anthony over at Metal Miners. He was one of the first channels, if not the first channel, to sub and kind of get in contact with me. So we kind of started about the same time. I think they were a month ahead of me. So yeah, always appreciate his support, and great channel. And I will also give Devon, Mace of Torment, a shout out as well. He's a younger guy, but I'm very impressed in kind of the bands that he get into that I wouldn't expect a younger person to get into, and he does really love his music and has a very good knowledge of the bands, and yeah, great guy and a great channel. So if you don't know those, I will also do a bonus shout out, because this was a channel that I just recently discovered through the Metal Tag, and that's a channel called Somewhere in Metal over in England. So yeah, I will link those channels up below so you can go and check it out. Somewhere in Metal is a totally new channel, so he doesn't have a lot of subs, so go and check him out as well. So yeah, that was the Metal Tag for this year. There will be more response videos. I do have a collection update as well, but yeah, try to get some response videos out. There are several competitions and stuff that I want to do, you know, for Kim, This Is Music, and Keith from New Zealand, and Josh Keach as well, you know, have a competition going. And also Thomas over at Merciful Metal has some videos that I want to respond to. So yeah, a lot of killer channels out there, and thanks to all of you for, you know, supporting me and all the shoutouts that I have been given. Very much appreciate it, and until next time, Vi kör ost.